What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is a little different than any of my other past videos. I just want to kind of give you guys a little update, a little bit of a life update and let you know what's going on. First thing you may notice since the video started is that the garage looks very different, being as that there's nothing in it. And that's because we have moved. Here at the end of the video, I'll do a little walk around of my new garage setup. It's mostly there. I mainly got it organized enough for us to live in the house and have my garage a workable space. Right now there's some other priorities, which I'm going to go into here as well. So this looks very different than what you guys are used to. You can see now we got our floor all coated and have a little bit of that speckle stuff going on. We got the walls all coated with a fresh paint of white and none of my tools are in here. And that's because we are selling the house. Just one of those things I had to kind of clean the garage up. Anybody who's been following this channel for a long time knows that I've done a ton of projects in here. With projects comes dirt, beat up walls and beat up floor and all that stuff. So we really had to just kind of spruce it up a bit, get it ready for the next owners. I'm really gonna miss this space even though it's super small. It's just kind of the place that all this has gotten started, and everything I've done here in this garage has led you guys to watching these videos. So I'm very, very grateful for this, but I'm also grateful to be moved to a bigger spot and on to bigger and better things. So really next, I just want to give all of you guys a huge thank you for watching and supporting the channel and kind of keeping my dream alive here about doing DIY videos and showing people how to build things themselves, helping people explore the fact that they're more capable than they think they are when it comes to doing DIY projects. A lot of people see videos out there and they're like, man, I could never do that. I don't know how. There's no way for me to learn. Anybody who's been watching this channel knows my number one goal is for you to be able to watch my video and feel like, man, you know what? I could probably do that too. And also have a little bit of instruction on how to do it. I want you to be able to watch my videos and at the end of it, have the confidence to feel like you can get out there and tackle it yourself. Nothing about that is going to change about this channel. It's going to be in a different location and we are having a baby as well. So the baby is due here in about 11 days. From the time of this shooting. The due date's March 22nd, which is also my birthday. It's one of those things, there's a lot going on right now. We just got moved, we're having a baby, we're trying to sell this house, so please be patient on the uploads. I will get right back to it the moment I can. There's a lot of other things happening in life, so really appreciate you guys sticking around. But that's enough about this place. Let's shoot it over to the other house and I'll give you a little garage tour of what we got going on there. I just kind of want to talk with you guys a little bit. Something I have, I don't really do other than DIY stuff. I think just as a human, you naturally reflect back on things, and especially when you're moving or having some big life changes or having a kid, and all that new stuff is super exciting. I think it's very important to stay kind of grounded and rooted where you came from and kind of where everything started. So I was kind of just sitting here thinking about how, my YouTube journey started and how Venture 4x4 started, and I kind of look back to just kind of having a dream about, I just love camping and building stuff, so I just decided to start making videos about it. And one thing that really kind of kickstarted the channel was when I built my first overland trailer, which you guys may be familiar with, and I built it to be able to tow my TW200 behind this truck, which is something that it was just a silly thing. I didn't want to have to carry a motorcycle on a motorcycle carrier, so I decided to build a trailer, which I had never done before, and just kind of went out on a limb and filmed it and didn't know if anybody would watch it. And sure enough, people did, which was awesome. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you have any idea of a dream you have or something that you want to accomplish, just give it a shot, man. I mean, you never know who's going to be inspired by it. You never know where it's going to lead. And more importantly, my takeaway from this is if you're debating on buying a motorcycle, buy the motorcycle, because I bought a motorcycle and it made me create videos, which made my channel blow up, which ultimately changed the course of my life, you could say. I think it's really important to stay grounded in those facts and really think about stuff like that and figure out where you came from and what you got to do to keep moving forward. And what I got to do is just keep on making great videos for you guys, which I fully plan to do. But enough of this sappy stuff. We're almost at the house now, and we'll give you a look at our new space. Alrighty guys, we're here at the house. I think the most important thing you'll notice is now instead of having one garage door, we have two garage doors. And not only that, this garage is much deeper than my other previous one. So typically in my other space, you can maybe judge from the video, it was much narrower than this and probably only went about to that toolbox. So now we got two whole bays. I'm still getting stuff organized because we just got moved in the other week. Two whole bays that are super deep. You could probably park two trucks back to back in one bay. Still get organizing some more stuff over there. But we have a whole nother spot over here, which is awesome because I get to keep my little Honda 110, and then we got our TW tucked back over there that I was just talking to you guys about. Still looking for a home for our welding cart. Also kind of taking on some new organization projects. This is going to be my toolbox now. So typically I kept all of my hand tools and everything like that in these other toolboxes, and I'm working on getting this thing organized to basically have all my sockets. You can see we got all of our ratchets over here, and this is just some stuff that I've 3D printed. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I picked up 3D printing here at the end of last year, and it's come in super handy for stuff like this, just being able to organize wrenches and all that good stuff. Drawers like this, 3D printed all this to kind of hold all those screwdrivers. Obviously I don't have that stuff done yet. Just been working on some other things. We got some of the familiar posters and all that stuff hanging up. I don't have my fender hung up yet, which Mike, if you're watching this video, yeah, you were asking me about it the other day, and I will have that hung somewhere. I just got it sitting over here at the moment, just looking for kind of the best place for it. These are the same lights we had in our other little workspace. Thankfully, these two lights were already here, so it kind of made a nice spot for me to put these other workbenches here. Those workbenches were in the garage. This one used to be in the place of where the toolbox was in one of my last videos, and I actually ended up moving it to the shed. But now that we have more space at the new house, got this stuff lined up. I'm thinking this table is going to be kind of a parts prep table. As you can see, we got some stuff laid out here. This is part of the front end rebuild on the Tacoma I'm going to be doing, as well as the new wheels. We're going with some Lock off-road wheels on the truck, and you will get to see those when I do that video. That'll probably be our next video here once I just get completely settled, and maybe even once we have the baby. Like I mentioned, the baby's coming very, very soon, so just trying to get everything ready for her and kind of having the rest of this stuff a little bit on the back burner. Just wanted to get it as organized as possible and ready to do some projects when I'm able to. Just to give you guys a little kind of sneak peek at what we got coming up in the channel, I'm going to be doing that front end rebuild like I talked about. We're doing the new wheels. I'm going to be cutting the fenders on the Tacoma, and then we are also going to be doing an electrical system in the back of the camper. So that's obviously like the last thing that I have not done in there. Our back seat, we're going to have to, obviously with a kid, can't have the baby sitting back here riding on a drawer system. So I am going to have a video of me doing another kind of rear storage solution. I'll probably end up having the 40% of the rear Tacoma seat back in the truck, and then do the 60% of the back seat to accommodate storage. Probably just one pull-out drawer and a spot for a fridge essentially, but can't quite give up all that storage space just yet. Maybe not until we have another kid. Then the back seat will just be kind of off limits. For now, I will be doing a video on redoing that. Some other huge projects that we're going to be taking on here in the future. I don't know if it's going to be this year or if it's going to be the beginning of next year. It's just going to, however this timeline plays out, but I do fully plan to put a Chevy LS motor in this truck. And I know all of you Toyota purists out there are probably like, why would you put a Chevy motor? Well, for one, it's going to be double, almost triple the horsepower this thing thing has now, I'll be able to drive it longer distances and it'll just be much more comfortable to drive. For now, the factory 4.5 has been doing great. I did all the maintenance on it, as you guys may have seen, so this is a fantastic truck. I still drive it. I actually drove it to work yesterday. Putting a Chevy motor in here is really going to open up drivability, and I hate to say it, but also reliability, just because it's going to be all new stuff. Parts are widely available, and I'm going to make sure that everything is done 100% right. And also, just as a little side note, I am not a Chevy fan at all. I am just one of those people who, I'm a realist when it comes to logical solutions and choices. And logically, a Chevy LS motor is the best cost, parts availability, and ease of installation. So as much as I'd love to put a Toyota motor in this thing, in the end, that Chevy motor wins in all those other departments. And they also make it to where it's basically bolt-in all the way down to the harness and everything. So it's one of those things. If you're a Toyota purist out there, sorry, I don't even like Chevy myself, but for some reason, I'm still gonna put a Chevy motor in it. All right, well, I feel like I've blabbed at the camera long enough. Hopefully this was a good little update for you guys and understand why I'm not gonna be putting out the same consistent content that I was previously, at least here temporarily. Fully plan to get back to it. It's just one of those things. I wanted to give you guys an update, show you guys the new garage and kind of what to expect from the channel here in the future. I know a lot of you guys are here for content like building a camper or building an overland trailer, and maybe the Chevy LS motor swap in the 80 series isn't really up your alley, and that's perfectly fine. It's going to cater to a good audience of people that are interested. If you like to tinker on things and you like to learn and you like to build, I still think you'll find it very interesting, and maybe it'll inspire you to put an LS motor in whatever you own. These days you can swap them in just about anything you want. As far as other projects go, as far as campers and everything like that, I don't necessarily have something pinned down, but let's just say I got an idea in my head of a project like that I can build here in the future. I don't know exactly when, but it's something that I've just kind of had pedaling in the back of my mind. You guys know how I work. I built 3 different overland trailers just because I enjoyed building things and because I just progressed and progressed off of each other build. Who's to say that won't happen? The camper build, for example, that I just did on the Tacoma. We'll just kind of have to see. So if you guys like content like I'm talking about and you want to stick around and you want to help support the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for being here along for the ride. It's been a great one, and I look forward to providing you guys plenty of content here for years and years and years to come. So we'll see you on the next one.